children, welcome to our video. 6th Standard Physics. This is Mrs. Manonmani P, MSc BA, Department of Physics. Back to school. Yes children, happy morning kids. Today we are going to discuss about chapter number 5, light. Already we have discussed the topics about light and its sources and types of materials, and then rectilinear propagation of light. Everything we understood on last videos. Yes, today we are going to discuss about learning objectives such as shadows, eclipse, solar eclipse, and then lunar eclipse. Yes children, first of all we have to discuss about shadows. Children, can you see this picture? Yes, this man is show his hand. You know, at the time shadows are formed. Yes, now we have to discuss about shadows. First of all, when an object is placed in front of a source of light, it produces a shade behind it. You know children, we are human beings. Human being is an opaque object. So opaque object means it does not allow light to pass through them. So sun is a source of light. Just imagine, now we are in front of the sun at 12 o'clock noon. Yes, sun is a source of light. Human being is an opaque object, and then backside shadows are formed. You know, the shade cast by an object is called shadow. Shade means dark area. Shadows are formed when light is stopped by an object. An object forms shadow on the opposite side to the source of light. Yes children, yes, this man is walking, you know, backside shadows are also behind them. The sunlight also forms shadows of the object which are on the ground or near the ground. For example, if we stand in the sun, our body casts a shadow on the ground on the side opposite to the sun. That's good. And then now we have to discuss about how the objects got the light. First of all, transparent object, it does not stop any light from passing through it. So a transparent object does not cast any shadow behind it. Yes, for example, you know, glass. Yes, and then translucent object, it stops the light partially. It allows the light partially through them. So a translucent object casts a weak shadow, that is a less dark shadow. But an opaque object stops the light completely. So an opaque object casts a dark shadow behind it. Yes children, from this discussion we conclude that we require three things to observe a shadow. First of all, we need a shadow, means we have to need three things. First of all, opaque object, and then source of light. Here light is there, and then shadow. Source of light and opaque object as screen on which the shadow can be seen. A screen, you know, source of light means sun, light bulb. Yes children, shadows are formed because, why shadows are formed, you know, already we studied light travels in a straight line. Light travels in a bending rays? No, light travels in a straight line and they cannot bend around the corner of the object. So the shape of the shadow is also same as the shape of the object. Object oda shape வந்து எவ்வளோ size வந்து எப்படி இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி தான் shadow உடைய shape இருக்கும். Yes. Now it's a time for activity time. Aim to show that shadow is formed on the screen. What are the materials required? Yes, torchlight. We have to take a torchlight and then key and then a sheet of white cardboard. Yes, take a torch children and light it in a dark room. Just imagine, now you are in a dark room. Take a torch and light it in. This torch only source of light. A sheet of white cardboard is taken and held vertically in front of the torch and some distance from it. White cardboard you have to take in front of the torch. You have to take some distance from it. Now what do you observe? The sheet of white cardboard will act as a screen. If the cardboard the screen, the shadow will be formed on the screen. Hold a key in front of torch. In front of torch you have to show a key. That close to the cardboard screen. Appa pathina, a shadow of the key is formed on the cardboard screen. Yes, that's good. From this, in this activity, the key acts as an obstacle in the path of light of the torch. And the torch light varumbodhu, the key only obstacle. So key is an opaque object. Because of this, light rays of the torch do not go behind the key, so the part of cardboard screen behind the key does not get any light and remains dark. So this dark region on the screen is the shadow of the key. Yes. Since the light coming from the torch travels in a straight line path, it cannot bend round the corners of the key and go behind it. So the shadow of the key is formed on the straight line and it is formed on the screen. Thus the shadow marks the area where the light of the torch cannot reach because it has been stopped by the key. The size of shadow may however be different. Here the key is golden in color but its shadow is black. Yes, you know children, shadows are always black. Yes. Now we have to discuss about the characteristics. The shadow of an object is erect. Erect means, you know, same side up as the object. And then shadow of an object is real because it can be formed on a screen. It is real. And then irrespective of the color of the object, the shadow is always black. Children, just imagine, now blue ball is there. So what's the shadow of the blue ball? Black only. You know, shadow means always black. The shadow can be smaller than the object, equal to the object, or bigger than the object. Yes, now we have to discuss about two important terms, umbra and penumbra. Now we have to discuss about umbra. Shadow consists of two regions, children. Central dark region, this is called umbra. Umbra is a region where no light enters. Light enter. So this region only umbra. The formation of umbra depends upon the size of the light source and distance between object and the screen. Object and the screen, the distance, it depends upon the size also. So that is only umbra. Now we have to discuss about penumbra. Shadow consists of outer partially dark region at the edges. You know, that is only penumbra. It receives some light rays. Formation of penumbra depends upon the size of the light source and distance between the object and the screen. Yes, let's see about eclipses. There are two types of eclipses. Yes, first we have to discuss about eclipse, children. Eclipse means that is an astronomical event when one object in the sky moves into the shadow of another such object. So the partial or total blocking of light of one celestial object by another. ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து இன்னொரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மேலே ஷேடோ ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஒன்லி எக்லிப்ஸ். For example, an eclipse of the sun or moon occurs when the earth, moon and sun are aligned. Now we have to discuss about types of eclipses. First one solar eclipse, second one lunar eclipse. Now we have to discuss about lunar eclipse. The term lunar means moon. Yes. So listen children. When the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, the earth comes in between the sun and the moon is not able to receive sunlight, so the earth casts a shadow on the moon. So this is called lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon day. Yes, the shadow of the earth covers the moon completely. You can see a total lunar eclipse. Now we have to discuss about solar eclipse. The term solar we get from sun, you know. Yes. When the sun, moon and earth come in a straight line and the moon in the center. During the solar eclipse time, we are in this shadow. We will not able to see the part of the solar disk because it is covered by the moon. So solar eclipse takes place only on a new moon day. You know children, we cannot see directly the solar eclipse. At the time we have to wear sunglasses because the sun rays are harmful to us, so we can't use our naked eyes. Yes children, I hope you understood these topics today clearly. Thank you children. God is like oxygen. You can't see him, but you can't live without him. Thank you children.